Alright, what it is, what it do, it's your boy Dapper back with another power reaction just for you. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to y'all. I just got over 400 subs. Small victories, but we take them here. You know what I'm saying? We take a W or we get a W. But with that being the case, let's grow some more. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get into the video. It's a good episode, this one right here. So let's get into it. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be voting. Rather get the pack and keep it over. Do it. Alright, first up, we got Kanan. Oh, let me pull up my notes. I'm sorry. Kanan. Now, first thing that popped out to me in this episode for him is he got to fight Famous. It's too much words back and forth. I'm from Brooklyn. We don't really do too much to words. It's like, well, maybe nowadays they do. I don't know. But when I was growing up, if he wasn't, it was no point in talking. If he wasn't gonna fight, we got like the way he's talking to Famous. I wouldn't let anybody talk to me like that, like without having to fight. Like my dad talked to me like that. We gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta fight at this point. You know what I'm saying? Also, Kanan is fully in his savage era. He's fully like full of himself. Now this is where I'm kind of torn with Kanan, because like I last reaction I said, you know, we're seeing Kanan turn that leaf, and I want to know if this is the real leaf he's turning or if this is like a bluff leaf. And by that I mean, like, is it really like a thing where like I'm doing for me, screw Rock, screw the fam, I'm doing for me, or is it like this is a bluff and then Rock gonna have to save me later on kind of thing. And I'll touch base on that a little later. But essentially, yeah, he's fully sad. Like even with the girls, like he would never treat. We saw how he was with Palomar and thing. Like he was real docile. And now with Aisha, who Juke told her, and this is all Juke folk, and we'll get to Juke in a second. But this is all her fault anyway. But Aisha, he's supposed to be gentle with Aisha, not hurt her. And you know what I'm saying? Aisha wasn't on the same type of time as him, so he told her take the train back home. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, I don't think he drove her in the first place, but maybe he told her by herself, basically take the train. That's kind of crazy when you were sponsoring a date. So I'm gonna finish them. I'm here. I'm gonna sit here and watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me. And then the even crazier part is one. Wait, let's time out. Skirt back a little bit. He got caught in the act talking to Crystal, the other group mate. So like Aisha walked in and seen that. And then like Juke warns Crystal to not do it. Crystal pulls up, and now he pulls up on Crystal. You know Crystal gonna do what it takes to get to the top. She one of them type of girls. So with that being the case, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure Crystal was on timing. So with Crystal being on timing, it's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna work with the group dynamic. Because now this might mess it up for Juke. This is the whole. We'll get to Juke when we get to Juke, but this is a whole avenue I didn't even think about that affects Juke. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, Kanan was a wild boy. Him and Ronnie's a wild duo, because Ronnie like the muscle and Kanan obviously the brains. But Ronnie like is just like on call for him, and that's crazy to me. Rock, yeah, we see Rock, from last episode. Rock, she just couldn't do it. She couldn't be a regular person. One thing I wish they show is like what happened to the property she bought. Like, did she sell it? What's she doing with that? I would like to know. Curious minds would like to know. I'm one of those minds. But regardless, yeah, Rock got himself some new business. He meets with Quan, an Asian dude named Quan. And, he's now at first really not with nothing. He's just like, yo, we're not doing this. It's clip for you. I don't want no business with you. Blah, blase, blase, blase. But because she's Rock and she's got, savvy, she's able to talk him into it. And then she goes even further. She now talks herself goes to the spot, talks to the manager of all those spots. And she's like, yo, we could do it. We got to do this even bigger. Like, just because Neek couldn't do it don't mean that, like, I can't do it. So, like, they agree to that. And then she goes around, like, she's seeing how they move their product and things of that nature. And it piqued her interest. I'm interested to see. I mean, unless y'all know, y'all can drop it in the comments and let me know. But, like, let me know what y'all think Rock is really snooping around to see. Like, I know she wants to see the operations of how they moving things, but she goes to the courier spot, like, not the courier, but like their delivery spot. They only work the Chinese, so all that stuff encompassing. Like, I want to know what Rock's idea is and what do you think Rock is gonna come with next as far as that business, because he only has 2 months to make this work or it's done. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Ronnie, Ronnie first starts the episode. Ronnie comes up and put that scared straight right on Paul. That scared straight. Had boy piss his pants. Literally piss his pants. Like, I don't care what's going on in my life. I don't care what. You could have 7 guns to my face. I'm not. My ego is not allowing me to pee my pants in front of grown men. I'm not peeing my pants in general. Like, only way I'm possibly peeing my pants is if like there's a situation where I had to pee really badly and it's been mad long and nobody's letting me use the bathroom. Then I might pee my pants. But I'm not peeing my pants out of sheer fear. I've never, no man is putting that much fear in my heart. But Paul, I feel you in a sense that like, you were in a situation you never thought you'd be in. But, also one thing I have to point out with Ronnie is like, him and I knew this was coming because it's power and I've been locked in for like 10 years now, so I knew this was coming. But it's like him and Juliana is so forced. Like, leave that alone. We could have just left that at business. Leave it at business. Nobody wanted to see them hook up. Like, and granted, we didn't see the full thing, and they didn't, and it's great. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just gross. It's weird. I think it feels forced. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it at all. And then the whole scene with Pernessa, what I'm saying, talking about, the person that at the tailor shop, what I'm saying, he's still out in the move. You the one guy for the tailor shop. Like, what I'm saying, Pernessa, what I'm saying, get far away. Like, you shouldn't even going back to the house. Like, you don't own the house no more. Do the business from the outside, sell the house, whatever, what I'm saying. But you stay at your mom crib, wherever, what I'm saying. Because you don't have no business for Ronnie right now. This is a wild dude. And like I said earlier with Kanan, he's on call for Kanan pretty much. Like, anybody's like, yo, I can handle that. I could do this. We don't need her. You know what I'm saying? I can make sure he don't. Like relax. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Kanan's still, as much as he don't like Famous right now, that's still his boy in his heart. And like, same thing with Juke. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not having nobody hurt that, don't need to be hurt right now. Like, that's why he told Kanan at the time, like, look, my family and you don't got nothing to do with each other. So stop asking me about taking care of my family. For real, for real. This man, Howard could not catch a break this episode. Howard, Howard, uh, Howard, like, everything that could, like, bother Howard in this episode bothered him. So it starts off, he has to talk about Marvin, obviously, because the task force is bringing up Marvin's name. He did a good job keeping it ambiguous, because it's like, he can't not say that Howard's not a drug dealer. Like, Howard has a record already. We know what that is. Sorry, but like, the thing is, like, it's more about what you say about him and, like, his involvement with the Italians, things of that nature. So he did a good job keeping it ambiguous. But then, as he's doing that, simultaneously, Scrap Mom come in dealing with the other officer, Detective Peng. He's able to slither in there, take intercept it, because had it been somebody else, this would have been a bigger issue for Rock. But you know what I'm saying? So he intercepts that and basically tells her, like, look, like, your story a little suspect because he's drunk or whatever. Basically just kind of pushing it to the side, letting her know, like, look, we going, handle it as much as we can, but just let you know, like, our hands a little tied here because we need an airtight story. And then he's obviously able to do that and then get back to Rock and tell her, like, look, Lou messed up bad. Go handle that. Mind you, he don't even want to talk to Rock. He been told Rock like 3 episodes ago, stop, I can't talk to you no more. And he keeps having to talk to Rock. But what he didn't tell Rock was, because she did ask anything else going on, and he didn't tell her that Marvin is a suspect on, he's basically not even a suspect, like, but for real, but like on the radar of the task force. He should have said that, and I wonder why he didn't say that. That's something to keep note of. Yeah, that was pretty much him. Like, he couldn't catch a break, and on top of that, he comes back in to see Captain Burke come back in, and then Captain Burke ends up meeting up with Adina, who was Detective Burke's partner. And it just, luckily, that seemed like that's a dead end situation, like that's done over there. But who knows? I'm pretty sure that's not a dead situation. And it's crazy that we're still talking about this whole Shannon Burke thing this late in the season. Like, I thought that we were done with this. Jukebox, though not in the episode too much, had an interesting one, because you see they're all competing for the lead, if you care about that storyline, the lead of the group. But and obviously she still had tensions with Crystal, but Aisha's her real life friend. And you know what I'm saying? She warns Aisha, like, look, Kanan, you know what I'm saying? Well, she wants Kanan not to mess with Aisha, but she does just to keep her, like, you know what I'm saying? Keep it cool with her, which he doesn't, as we find out. And then Crystal, she sees Crystal going after Kanan too, and she's like, yo, leave my cousin alone. And she doesn't. And it's all backfiring for her. And on top of that, her and Kanan's relationship is now super strained because she's now like seeing Kanan like turn to a whole different person in front of her eyes. And like she doesn't like it. So she does what she does. She knows how to do best. Go to Aunt Rock. And now that Aunt Rock got to get involved, who knows what's about to happen next. We got Marvin. Marvin, like I said, his character's arc this season has been pretty much the same, and every episode has been pretty much been the same. So it's not much to talk about. Like obviously his name's popped up, and unbeknownst to him, and it sucks because he's kind of turning a new leaf a little bit. Not really, but you know you get what I'm saying. But he's trying to help his man G out. Gerald comes to help to Gerald's crib. Got the kids in the car in the cold. It's crazy with Gerald. Gerald might be a lost cause. I ain't gonna lie, but shout out to Marvin for being a good dude and you know what I'm saying, just holding it down. And obviously we see later on he helps Lou, you know, handle and clean up his situation. But we'll get to Lou in a second. But that's pretty much Marvin this episode. Sorry about the photo quality, but yeah, Lou is all over the place. We see Lou, the drinking problem is just super prevalent. Like there's nothing that he's at the point where he needs professional help at this point because like his demons are just eating at him. That whole scrap situation just eating at him. Everything is just eating at him. Just all things he's done, and the music is good, but he's not like it's not causing him to not drink. Like he's still drinking while doing the music, and you know what I'm saying. And it's just bad. You know, he was like to the point where Marv pressed him about the situation with Scrap's mom. And he's like, you crazy. What are you talking about? He don't even remember it. Like to drink and not, once you get to the point where you drinking and not remembering it, you're far gone. Like you're lost. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad, you know what I'm saying? Like just a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Just bad. So, you know, Marv helps him, you know, like takes him to the crib. Like, look, you know, you got to take care of this. And he has to take care of this. And he does, you know. He lays that final blow to Scrap's mom because Scrap's mom was going to get to talking. We know that was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? The streets was going to talk. She was going to talk to the streets if the police was going to talk. So, which would have helped the police anyway because, you know, the streets start talking. The police get more intel, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being the case, those demons are still there because we saw as they drove off, he's still seeing the ghost of Scrap, which I think is a little dramatic for my taste, but it is what it is. And one thing I don't understand is like why they keep having the mom pop up and act. So I know she's part of like, you know, his demons and you know she just didn't seem to be a great mom, but like ultimately like I don't see what the mom's purpose is in the show. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know if somebody could break it down for me, but like she doesn't seem to hold much value to me in the grand scheme of things. So I don't know why she keeps popping up asking for money. Famous. Yeah, I mean, this picture describes it all. Like, this is where Famous should have stayed. Granted, the mom kicked him out. I get it, but you know what I'm saying, this is a mama's boy. Because he left his mom, he done caught a body. You know what I'm saying, and now he got his whole song out, snitching on the whole process. Caught a body. You know, not the caught a body song, but this new song where he basically telling him like, "Yo, I killed somebody. I can't undo it. I can't escape the demons of it." Blah 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 blah. And it's like, this is what comes to life, and you wasn't ready. And now he beefing with Kanan, you know what I'm saying, got kicked out his own crib. Kanan ran him out his own space, and, you know, Kanan talked to him any kind of way. Ronnie letting him know, like, yo, like, this is, you know what I'm saying, you can't mess this up. You know what I'm saying, I'm here. I'm looking over your shoulder at all times. You can't. So I'm saying, Kanan is so Famous is scared, and, you know what I'm saying, he don't have no leg to stand on. And, like, he needed to run back to his mommy like he did. And he should have never left his mom. He should have begged his mom to stay in the first place instead of, like, you know what I'm saying, wilding out like he did. And now he, you know what I'm saying, in a tough spot, stuck between a rock and a hard place. But that was the episode, you know what I'm saying? Good episode. That was episode 7, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Leave a comment for me. What's your thoughts? on your thoughts about the episode, your thoughts on my thoughts about the episode. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend, tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna keep these reviews legit, try and keep it as quick as possible, and you know what I'm saying, give my real take on it in real time. With that being said, we out of here. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't